Thank you, everyone, and good morning from my side. Hoping that all going well. It's been tough period for everyone, and knowingly that England uh, went through difficult times. So hoping that situation is good now there, and you are all safe and good to go for cricket. Regarding this tour, I think we are confident and optimistic as a team that we can do well despite being away from cricket since March, as the guys are eager to just come back on the cricket field. Uh, England is always a good place for Pakistan for uh, cricket. I mean, we had some very good memories. I mean, if I just recall the series in 2016, we played really well in the Test series, and then obviously win of ICC Champions Trophy in the limited overs, and then even in 2018, 1-1 draw. Was something that is encouraging for Pakistan, and most of these Pakistani players already played in England. Uh, Even in the World Cup, I think we just missed out by small margin, but overall, I think we did well in the last 3-4 games. So we had very good memories, and always feel confident when we travel to England. Uh, in terms of overall situation, I think uh, as a cricketer, I know that when you are away from game for a little bit longer, you're always eager to just get back on the field, looking forward because you're hungry and you want to really just go back and play cricket because you miss cricket when you're not playing it for such a long time. So players are already showing their eagerness, their hunger, and even in the quarantine times, restrictions, some of them are uh, individually practicing, even ignoring, which was a little bit alarming for us, ignoring the some of the instructions from government to stay home. But that shows that how eager they are to just get back on the field. Overall, if we look at our sports staff, I mean, Yunus Khan coming back, Mushtaq Ahmed, and then Wakar Yunus. I think that adds uh, really uh, a big value to be in the dressing room to help these guys, to motivate them mentally and tell them and help them to improve and perform, especially in England conditions, because they all had a vast experience of playing there. Uh, I think approximately it's a 10 weeks tour, and most of the time we will be just involved in red ball cricket, uh, and we are going to play three T20s at the back end of the tour. But overall, because we are more involved with the red ball, that's why I think that shows even in our selection that we have more cushion for the red ball, because these matches are very crucial in terms of the ICC championship. So we are taking it really serious. In terms of our squads, some exciting plays in terms of our batting, also in terms of bowling, some youngsters with good pace. Heather Ali, a guy from under 19, emerged as a very good player, performed well at under 19 level, and then performed really well in the first class season 2019. And then also played some good innings for Pakistan emerging team in Bangladesh. Went very well with the PSL, showed his class. Uh, so looking forward, and some of very, very, you could say, uh, mm, emerging and exciting fast bowlers in terms of Hasnan, Haris Rauf, and Naseem Shah. Sohail Khan coming back in the squad just to give us a little bit of cushion. You all know his performance in the previous tour in 2016. Played 2 test matches and got 2 fivers. So we had him give us a little bit more option for the red ball. I think after starting a little bit, you could say with Sri Lanka and then in Australia, losing a couple of series, I think we started playing really well in the last 3 home tests. Overall, the side just performed well. Our batting went really well. Babar Azam emerged as a very good player, and the performance by Abid Ali and Shan Masood, Azhar coming back in form, Asad Shafiq performing, and then the youngsters, Shaheen and Naseem performing really well. We are confident. We are confident that it's a very good team, and we can do really well in England. Obviously, uh, every series, every match is different from the previous one. Challenge is different, so especially with the COVID-19. It could slightly more difficult for the players and for us because of everything. But this is how we have to go in life. Sometimes we have to just make adjustments, and professionals, I think, uh, adjust to these conditions, situations quickly. And if you can do that, I think there is enough chances for you to perform well. I think um, we are having at the moment complete confidence in the SOPs ECB has put together for the series. Uh, feel sad for the fans that they won't be able to just come and watch the games, and it could be different for the players also. But at least cricket is going to start. That's a big plus for the fans. They can just watch the matches on TV, and obviously some of frustration just goes. At least we had something. They had something to just watch on the TV. Uh, I think fans are always the biggest stakeholders of the game, and obviously everything on the field is because of them, and you get the atmosphere and everything. But this is how life is for some time. But I don't know for how long. But at least we are starting cricket, uh, and we are hoping that we might be arriving in England by July 1st, or maybe in the first week. Uh, and uh, we are hoping that we can quickly hit the ground running and cover up for the lost time. It is going to be a challenge for us, but the way boys are eager, I think uh, if we utilize the time properly, we can just get ready for the series. Uh, I think ECB and PCB are finalizing the travel and tour arrangements, and we hope to hear more at some time. Uh, I think we are happy as Pakistan Cricket Board and Pakistan Cricket Team. Uh, we believe in resumption of cricket on the condition that the environment must be safe and secure for players, officials, spectators, and media. And that is, I think, very important for everybody. Safety of everyone's life is important. So that's why we did not hold a camp in Lahore, because the situation was really getting worse here, and we thought that securing our players, their safety, their health is important. So we should just hold on and start it uh, in England, where the situation is getting better and better. Uh, I think Pakistan is visiting England after the PCB was convinced that the ECB will ensure health and safety of the players, and obviously we are satisfied with that. So we just made the decision that we are coming for this series, and hopefully everything will go safely according to the plans. Uh, Obviously, we'll keep a watch on how the West Indies tour pans out. Everybody will be looking for that series, the fans and both the teams, Pakistan teams. Hopefully, it will go well. Uh, I think it's important for the cricket boards and cricket authorities that cricket at least starts now, and it will definitely generate uh, uh, revenue, uh, and that will definitely be reinvested into cricket. If we don't play, obviously we will be in trouble. And for the development of this game, international cricket has to take place. Otherwise, I think it will be difficult for smaller and weaker cricket nations uh, to just go further in this game. And it's important for us also, for England and for all others, bigger teams, that international cricket just being revised now. Uh, I think on Asia Cup and ICC T20 World Cup after that, this series will go a long way, and let's see how we progress in this series and how we just go. I think uh, this is all from my side about this tour. And now I'm ready for the questions. If you guys have any queries about that, I'm here to answer all the questions. Thank you.
Hello, Misbah. Thank you for that. Just a quick one. You've got 29 players in the squad who've agreed to come. As far as I can tell, just Harris Sohail has declined to come on the tour for reasons of concern over coronavirus. Can you tell us a little bit about Harris's personal decision, why he felt he couldn't come, and if there were any other people selected who were concerned who have been persuaded to come?
I think on Harris' case, it was purely all about his family concerns, and it wasn't mainly Harris, but it was Harris' family. They were having concerns just due to England, so that's why they were not convinced, and that's why he has to respect the family's decision, and he just pulled out of this series. Except Harris, I think others are fine, and they're ready to just tour England. They're satisfied with all the SOPs and everything, and they know that West Indies is going to play, and obviously they're getting the information from England. Most of them have relatives and friends there that the situation is improving, and obviously they are ready to they're much more satisfied with that, and they are ready to tour. They have no concerns.
Hi, Assalamu alaikum, Misbah bhai. This tour is happening at a very difficult time, as you just stated. Is there a hope in your mind that the ECB will support Pakistan by coming back or coming to England at a later point? I suppose in a way to help us out as well. Is there a hope in your head?
Look, at the moment we are thinking, ECB is just thinking about restart of cricket, international cricket. That is very important for us. I mean, it is not in our minds that we are coming in keeping in view something that ECB has to do for us in return of that. I think it's important for us to just somewhere restart international cricket, get the players back on the ground. That is the most important thing at the moment. But obviously, in a bigger picture, we are not just expecting anything in return, but overall we want not only ECB but other nations, also cricketing nations, to help each other, and obviously tour countries and play cricket. So uh, this game can grow, and obviously it's important for the cricket fans in Pakistan, and also Pakistan cricket, that teams just start touring Pakistan.
Hello, Misbah. If I was going to ask you the same question about whether you felt like to see England touring Pakistan in the near future. So, alternatively, can I ask you whether you think you're at a disadvantage because Pakistan haven't played since March, but England would have played 3 test matches in a biosecure environment behind closed doors. So there will be sort of 3 test matches ahead of you. Will that put you at a disadvantage, do you think?
Yeah, if you look at overall, it is a little bit of disadvantage, but I'm hoping that if we arrive at least 4 weeks before, and we could just get the time, almost a month for preparation, and make use of that month properly, 4 weeks. That's why we are just bringing 29 players, and mostly these players are for the longer version. So the mindset is that we just come, start practicing, and then had at least good match practice before these test matches, and obviously get ready for the test matches. Slight disadvantage, you could say, but I think if we just make use of that month properly, we can still be ready for the test series.
And do you think it'll be difficult for the players to lift themselves with no spectators in the ground?
Yeah, it's always difficult because you need atmosphere. You love that as international player. Sometimes you need energy. Sometimes you need some backing. When it's always good to just play in front of a crowd, because you miss that atmosphere, obviously, when there is no one, because nobody just understands it better than us, because we played much more cricket than any other team in the world, uh, with empty stadiums in UAE. So sometimes it's really difficult for the players to motivate themselves. But obviously, in a bigger picture, if we want to resume international cricket, we have to start it from somewhere. And obviously, health and safety of every human is more important. And this is how we have to proceed at the moment, and then see in future. Hopefully, we just get rid of these sort of situations quickly, and then spectators just get back on the cricket fields.
Hello, Misbah. John just asked the question I was going to ask about behind closed doors cricket, but I will ask you about Yazir Shah. He was a big factor in the 2016 series here. How is he going at the moment?
Look, I mean, it's really difficult for me to exactly tell where the players are at the moment, because from the March, everybody's at their own, and obviously we are having online sessions with them. We are having information from them, what they are doing, how they are training, but we don't have any you could say evidence of that, because we are not practicing together, we are not playing together, and hopefully he'll be doing okay. But obviously, when we just come to England, when we start training, I think that is the most crucial time for us. Mushi is there, so I think everybody needs to work really hard in those 4 weeks, especially Yasir Shah, because spinners need to bowl a lot to just get back into rhythm, especially the leg spinners. It will be a challenge for us and Yasir also to get back into his form and into his best. I think he needs to do really. Uh, he needs to work very hard, especially in the coming 4 weeks.
Hello, Misbah. Could you tell us a bit about Haider Ali, a new player? We always like to see new cricketers come along. What kind of batsman is he?
I think Haider is a good, young, promising batsman. The best thing about him is he just came from a system, performed really well at under 19 level, and it is always a problem when you just come from under 19, when you just come on to scene of first class cricket or your domestic cricket, you always take time to start performing. But the quality of Haider is that he just came into first class cricket with red ball. He performed really well, had a very good average, and scored heavily in the domestic season. And in one-day cricket, he went with the Pakistan emerging team in Bangladesh, got 100 there. And then he got chance in T20 cricket, and everybody was thinking that he's a good red ball cricketer, he's a good longer version white ball cricketer. Let's see how he performs. But everybody thought that he might not be good with T20. But in PSL, the way he just came out, the way he batted, the kind of shots he played against some of the top bowlers showed his class. And I think he emerged as an overall cricketer in all formats. So we thought it's a best time to invest in this youngster, and especially coming to England and having a 2 months preparation period before have a very good chance to play some of the very good bowlers in our side, also in the side matches, that could really help him to develop as a cricketer. So looking forward, especially I am very confident. I'm really looking forward how he just goes in international cricket.
Misbah Bhai, thank you very much for taking my one question. Just two things. One, we just learned that Shahid Afridi has been tested COVID positive. If you have any message for him, please. And the second one is about Naseem Shah. I wanted to hear from you what your ideas are about how Naseem Shah will be an effective weapon for Pakistan in this test series.
Yeah, firstly about Shahid, I think my prayers are with him. All well wishes are with him. May Allah get just out of this soon. I think he was doing a lot of work there in the areas of Balochistan and northern areas just to help the needy people. And throughout this COVID situation, I mean, he was helping the poor. He was doing a very good job instead of this. I think well wishes with him to just get well soon. In terms of Naseem Shah, everybody knows in a short period in international cricket, he has already proved himself that he's not only quick, he got the control, he can swing the ball, he can reverse the ball, he got a very good bouncer. So he is not one-dimensional. He got everything, a very good action, everything quality fast bowler needs. So he can surprise good batsmen, and he's an asset for Pakistan team. Hopefully, he'd stay fit, working very hard on his fitness also. Very young, but if he stays fit and keep working hard like this, I think he'll emerge as a big star for Pakistan in future.